Right, I'm going to have to wear these. I'm really sorry if you don't like it. Tough, don't watch. Because I do genuinely suffer, say it again, from light sensitivity, yeah. 19 at university, contract quite a bad flu, hospitalised, wake up, flat out in a hospital bed with this light. All I can remember, massive ring light in my face. I've never been able to see properly since. So I didn't choose this lighting. I would not choose to have a spotlight glare at me, but it is, so there we go. I haven't made a video of this nature for some time. Must be about, gosh, at least 3 years, maybe more than. So, back when I had a sofa to sit on, I know, right? Cushioned I was, quite comfortable in a little flat, but no, not today. I didn't have one of these looks for every cloud. It's about books. Yes, today I shall be discussing an introduction, and if I get to it, the first chapter of this Melvin Burgess, I can't even say his name, so sorry, Melvin Burgess junk. I started this channel again over 3 years ago, I think now. I can't remember the exact dates, but with the intention of pissing someone off. Hope it worked. Hello. And it just grew on from there really. But I started with 3 poems that I wrote, read them out, my mate filmed it, uploaded them, and I was working at a charity shop at the time. I was like, well, what else can I do? So I went back to what I know best really, and that's reading, how to read. I went to university to do a BA/BEd English degree, which is a teaching degree combined with an English degree, in 1995. I know. So yeah, a long time ago now. Gosh. It was split obviously into terms. So like some terms were teaching, so it's pretty intensive. You were in school doing practices, essay, marking work, blah 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 blah. And sometimes were an English degree. I was thinking back, I think like the most hours you got to attend lectures was something like 4 a week. 4 a week. It was a hard life. Well, it enabled me to have like at least 3 jobs, which paid my way for going out most nights. So I had a good time, let's put it that way. Anyway, I had a particular interest, understandably, in children's literature, given I was doing teaching. And in 1996, this book was first written, and we were told about it. I didn't think I read it till 1997, which is a lot. I do have a good memory, but I haven't read it since then. I literally have not read it since then. As far as I can tell, it was reissued in 2016. This particular copy caught my attention yesterday in a charity shop, mainly because it was displayed upon a table. I was like, oh, I hadn't seen that for a while. I'd like to read that again. And it was 50p. And sadly, doesn't appear to have been read. But there you go. So, I hope I'm not breaking any rules by reading this book aloud, but I have done so with one of his books before, Burning Izzy, and the videos are still there, so let's hope nobody's offended by that. As I say, the subject matter of this book is a Class A drug, heroin. I have made a video on heroin before, it's available. And my experience up until then of heroin was zero. Watching Train Spotting in the cinema. I think I read the book first and then I went to see it. But subsequently, I had a boyfriend from 94 to when I went to university in 95. And obviously the internet didn't exactly exist then. Smartphones were a glimmer in someone's eye. And it wasn't really easy to keep in touch. Wasn't necessary. So parted ways for quite a long time, and we rediscovered one another, gosh, via Google, in 2019. Now I've been inside and made videos about that, and well, I'm not proud of it, but it happened. I'm not ashamed of it, it happened. I'll happily chat to you about it if you want me to. Many people do ask me. But so's he. But this is the difference, right? I hold my hands up. I do have slight and mitigating circumstances in impaired, compromised mental health, and it's completely out of character. For example, I've never offended up until that point, and I've never re-offended. However, he'll tell anyone who listens, get this, the reason he spent a total of 4 years in jail is my fault. Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, that's right. I made him become a heroin dealer, didn't I? I did. Bearing in mind we've had fuck all contact, yeah. I've never done the drug. I have no intentions of doing the drug. I made him do it. So, there we go. I didn't buy the guns though, love, did I? No, I didn't, did I? So, no, I didn't. I didn't pay the rent on the best house in Derby when you ran Derby, did I? No, didn't sit in one of your Audis, but there we go. Here we are, reading a book just for you. So, there's an introduction, first of all, which was written a year after Jasmine was born, January 2016, by Mallory Blackman. And it says, this book did not make me a reader. It didn't make me a writer. It was highly influential in my decision to write for young adults. It opened my eyes to the possibilities when writing for young adults. By depicting the lives of a few, this book also highlights the fact that fiction is for all. Written in 1996 and set in the early and middle 1980s, Junk is a non-judgmental, non-preachy, honest depiction of two runaway teens, Gemma and Tar, who encounter the world of heroin and drug-taking addiction. What I love about this book is the way that it may not be real, but as with every great fictional story, every word is true. Melvin, sorry if I get his name wrong again, Burgess's Junk is nothing less than a tour de force. And that was written in when it was reissued in 2016. I was probably reading Julia Donaldson books then and wasn't aware it had been reissued, to be fair. And there's an author's note as well. This book is set roughly in the early and middle 1980s, when I myself was living in Bristol. All the major events have happened, are happening, and will no doubt continue to happen. I saw many of them myself and heard about many more. As for the people here, some are pure invention, some are seeded from real people and then fictionalised, some are fictitious, with bits of real people stirred in. The only proper portrait is Richard, one of the nicest and strangest people I've ever met, who is beyond praise or persecution, bless him. He died on the motorway some years ago. This book isn't fact, it isn't even fiction, but it's all true, every word. And that's what people don't like about me. You won't find me to lie, love. No. In conjunction with having a good memory and not being afraid to voice my opinion, I speak the goddamn truth. So let's leave it for there. If you want to continue watching when I read chapter 1 and proceed to hopefully complete the whole book, please do. If you don't, why don't you go and watch old Gwyneth in court, or maybe some of the best bits of Come Dine With Me.